Okay, I'd like to call the June 19th San Carlos Planning Commission meeting to order. If you'd all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, that was good. Okay, can I have a roll call, please?
Commissioner Bradley?
Present.
Commissioner Gutierrez?
Present.
Commissioner Harper Pedersen?
Present.
Vice Chair Silverman?
Present.
And Chair Bergman?
Present. All right, thank you. The next thing on the agenda is the appointment of officers. I suppose I should read this. Pursuant to the San Carlos Municipal Code, Section 2.24.140, the Planning Commission shall each year appoint a chair who shall serve at the pleasure of the Commission for a period of 1 year or until their successors have been appointed. The Planning Commission shall also appoint a vice chair and a member of the Planning Commission to serve as the chair of the Residential Design Review Committee and Planning Committee for a period of a year. New appointments will be seated at the next regularly scheduled meeting of the Residential Design Review Committee and Planning Commission. So first thing is to elect a chair. I believe everyone, I think, wow, you were, when I first came on, you were on.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to nominate someone. I'm going to nominate David.
It's very nice of you. I accept the nomination.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bradley?
Yes.
Commissioner Gutierrez?
Yes.
Commissioner Harper Pedersen?
Yes.
Vice Chair Silverman? Or now Chair Silverman?
You have an etiquette. Like, I have no qualm.
You can abstain. I usually abstain.
I'll vote for myself. Yes, I happily take on.
And former Chair Bergman?
Yes. Okay. Vice Chair.
I nominate Don.
I will second that.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bradley?
Abstain.
Commissioner Gutierrez?
Yes.
Commissioner Harper Pedersen?
Yes.
Chair Silverman?
Yes.
And Commissioner Bergman?
Yes. Okay, and the next thing is to elect someone for the Residential Design Review Committee.
I'd like to nominate Don as well. Don, you haven't had the pleasure.
Yeah, I think I would second that.
I was expecting I might get that, but not the other.
You know, actually, Don, I mean, just historically, and I don't know how far back this goes, but it used to be that the vice chair was also nominated to chair the Residential Design Review Committee.
David ruined all that.
And I ruined that, actually. So it's actually,
We're back to tradition.
It's back to tradition.
So if you'd like
Just get the vote. Just go. Let's go with the vote.
Well, do you accept?
There's a motion and a second.
I will accept.
Okay.
Roll call, please.
Vice Chair Bradley?
Abstain.
Commissioner Gutierrez?
Yes.
Commissioner Harper Pedersen?
Yes.
Chair Silverman?
Yes.
Commissioner Bergman?
Yes. All right, congratulations, everyone. All right, next thing on the agenda is public comment. Public comment is limited to items not on the agenda. The commission may briefly respond to statements made or questions posed as allowed by the Brown Act. However, the commission's general policy is to refer items to staff for attention or have a matter placed on future commission agenda for a more comprehensive action or report. Is there anyone here that wants to speak on an item that isn't on the agenda? Okay, seeing none. The next thing that we move to is the approval of minutes. So does anyone have any changes to the minutes of the May 15, 2017 meeting, or do we have a motion to approve?
So the version that I looked at looked like it had the same conditions, both for the first vote and the second vote. And I didn't know if that was just the version that I saw online, whether that was intentional or... Like I said, it may have been just, I was looking at it on my phone, so maybe I.
Which item are you referring to?
I will tell you right now. Or as soon as my phone loads. Okay. Okay. Okay, so if you look at, this is the last item on the minutes, and you look at the motion, there's two motions, both in bold, and to me they look like they're the same. So if you look at, there's the transit passes in both of them, the 50% transit passes. There's the glazing, and I thought that we included those. I mean, there were certain conditions that were imposed with certain votes, and I thought it was on the advice of council, and it was because some of them were tied better to design review, and some of them were were better with the.
Yes, so through the chair, there are different votes for different items in the minutes that we have in front of us. The one that you may be referring to that was a 3-to-1 was the design review component.
Yeah.
The first one, the PD in the environmental, passed 4-0, right?
Yep, I see that.
Right. And then, let's see.
But if you look at the motions, I'm really just
okay.
referring to the motions, the part that's in bold. If you see it goes.
Yeah, the motion. The motion is different than the vote.
Yeah.
So the motion to
You were saying,
adopt the resolution is different than the vote.
I mean, I don't know how to explain this a different way. I mean, if you look, again, I'm looking at my phone, and it says motion Silberman Bradley, and then it goes blah, blah, blah. Then it says, with additional conditions, that the hotel provide a transit pass incentive program to the satisfaction of staff, that to the extent possible, it be something like 50% subsidized transit passes. Do you see that?
Is that this one? No, what am I looking at here?
Yes.
I can look over your shoulder if you like.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you. So
So if you compare.
okay, wait, that's East San Carlos. Sorry, wrong one. This one?
So, if you look here,
Yeah.
you see how these are the same?
Yes.
So these conditions were only with one vote and not like, so conditions are repeated in both of these motions, and the conditions were only tied to one of the motions, not both of them. And it was based on discussion about what we could do with design review and what we could do with the PD, and yet the conditions are the same on both of them. I don't know that it matters legally, it's not, I don't think it accurately reflects what happened. If council is fine with it, I don't care. But I just wanted to make the observation. We could always bring back, minutes at
don't
the
we do
next
that?
meeting if you like.
Yeah, I think through the chair, what we'd like to do is just go back and make sure that we have it right in the record and we can bring it back at the next meeting. That'll be better.
Okay. Do
Try
we
and
need a
figure it
motion
out,
to bring this back next time, or we just won't approve them?
So I think we just let it go.
Okay. All right. The next thing on the agenda is the public hearing, and the procedures of the public hearing are as follows. Staff will present a report on the history, physical features, etc. on the application, followed with the staff's recommendation. The applicant will make a presentation. Thereafter, interested members of the community may speak on the proposal. When all interested parties have had an opportunity to be heard, the hearing will be closed. No further discussion from the floor can be held. The commission will then consider the evidence and make its recommendation. If you challenge a public hearing item in court, you may be limited to raising only those issues you you or someone else raised at the public hearing described in this notice, the public notice, or in written correspondence delivered to the city at or prior to the public hearing. Speakers should fill out a speaker's form found at the door and hand it to the recording secretary prior to addressing the commission. The speaker should come up to the microphone to speak since the meeting is being recorded. This will assist staff in preparing minutes. So the first and only thing on our item on our public hearing agenda today is 1536 Cherry Street, APN 050-123-100, consideration of a request for tentative parcel map approval for 4 new townhomes. So does staff have a presentation?
Staff does.
Staff.
Staff.
Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Jill Lewis, and I will present to you the request for tentative parcel map approval for 4 new townhomes for the multifamily residential project at 1536 Cherry Street. The project site on Cherry Street is about halfway down the block, nestled on the northwest side of the street between Cedar Street and Chestnut Street. As you can tell from the aerial view, the project is nearly completed. To refresh your memory, from July of 2012, this project received design review approval for the new construction, conditional use permit approval to allow at-grade parking within 40 feet of a street-facing property line, a waiver for less than 10% deviation from the maximum upper story massing requirement, and tentative parcel map approval for the for-sale townhomes. As the owner failed to have the parcel map recorded within 24 months, the tentative parcel map expired and must be reviewed and approved by the Planning Commission again. There are no changes to the map that was approved by you on July 16th, 2012. So just to recap, the request is to subdivide the property into 4 townhomes. There are 10 required findings that must be made per the subdivision ordinance, and these general plan policies are also applicable as well. With that, I'm available for any questions you have for planning staff, and the project owner and civil engineer here, should you have any questions for them.
Any questions for staff? Jill?
Not for staff, but I do have just a question for the applicant.
Okay, do you have a presentation, or are you just available for questions? Okay, go on.
It's really a brief question. Sorry to make you walk up. I was just wondering if you could explain why the parcel map wasn't recorded in the...
Well, first, Pete Carlino, William Brez Engineering. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for letting us here tonight. We want to thank staff for their diligent work to help us get this back in front of the Planning Commission again. At this point, I think it was just something that got missed when we were doing construction. We were doing the construction work and everything building, and it delayed on, and we missed the extension filing. And so we didn't realize that till we went to final the parcel map and then said, oh, wait, we need to reapply for this again and get it back in front of the council. So that was the reason for the delay. It just got missed.
Thank you.
So, but we have nothing further to add. We thank you for your time tonight.
Okay, thank you. All right, does anyone from the public wish to speak on this item? Okay, one thing I want to bring up before we close the public hearing is that I did receive a call from a resident named Judith Carr. I think she was trying to get the planning division, but she got me instead. And she's at 1561 Cherry Street. And Jill, I did call and speak to you on this, and basically she was just concerned that there's, you know, the status of the lot, that the grass had grown, it was uncontrollable. There's a porta potty been 4 years, and just was wondering if there's anything that could be done to take care of that soon. So I didn't know if you'd had a chance to follow up on that.
I checked in with our building official, and the porta potty can't be removed because it's a project that's under construction.
Okay.
But he said that the individual could file a complaint investigation report through our code enforcement division.
Complaint investigation report? Mm-hmm. Through what division?
Code enforcement.
Okay. And since we have the applicant here, maybe we can kindly ask the applicant to make a statement on this, because this is something probably very easily fixed.
Hi, everybody. Chris Chaput, co-owner of the property and builder. So I did, thank you for your time, everybody. I did receive an email on Friday from Chris Valley about the grass issue, and I apologize, but I can jump on that as quick as possible. And
Okay.
It'll be taken care of. So we already know about it. And
Okay.
So.
All right, thank you. I just wanted to bring that up since she called specifically. All right, thanks.
Since I have you up, and since the problem with resident does seem to involve the timeline, when do you expect to be completed with construction?
Gosh, as soon as possible, as soon as we can get our public works permit.
Are we talking weeks?
Just a guess would be maybe a month, 6 weeks, something like that.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
Okay. And for staff, does this go to because it's a map change, does this go up to City Council for approval, or is this the end of the process for the?
The parcel map would go to City Council for approval, but it's just on the consent calendar.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to ask, I don't think anyone's here to speak for the public. Is anyone here from the public? Okay. I would entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Gutierrez?
Yes.
Commissioner Harper Pedersen?
Yes.
Commissioner Bergman?
Yes.
Vice Chair Bradley?
Yes.
Chair Silverman?
Yep.
I'd like to make a motion. I move that the Planning Commission grant tentative parcel map approval for 4 new townhomes at 1536 Cherry Street, APN 050-123-100, based on the findings and for the reasons incorporated in the staff report, as conditioned in the tentative parcel map certificate.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Gutierrez?
Yes.
Commissioner Harper Pedersen?
Yes.
Commissioner Bergman?
Yes.
Vice Chair Bradley?
Yes.
Chair Silberman?
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, next thing on the agenda are reports, correspondence, and general information. Do we have any reports on city council actions? Nope. Planning Commission comments or reports? No. Any correspondence? I don't see anything on the dais. No. Planning staff comments, reports, and updates on current projects?
No Planning Commission meeting on July 3rd. July 17th, we have 6 items. So we're wondering if you are available for a special meeting on July 31st. I believe Maureen reached out to you. And so if we could just have a poll of who's available.
I'm available.
I'm available.
I'm available.
So I'm returning from out of town, but I'm available. It's just when I come back to work, I don't know what I'm going to find. So I asked that I not be included in the quorum, but it sounds like we've got plenty of people.
Okay.
And just to let you know, so that would mean you have a meeting on July 17th and July 31st. So on the 17th, you'll see 800 East San Carlos Avenue, which is the variance for signage for the Landmark Hotel. Then you'll have 26 El Camino Real, which is the Hotel San Carlos. And I believe that's it. And then on the 31st, you'll see the M&D and ordinance to amend the Founder Tree designation. You'll see 906 Holly Street, which is a grading and dirt haul certificate for soil remediation. You'll see 500 Walnut, which is a tentative map and design review approval for a 4-unit housing development. And that's at the corner of Holly and Walnut. And you'll also have a study session August 21st on cannabis.
Okay. That it? That was August 21st on cannabis?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, it's going to be a full summer. All right, if there's nothing else, meeting adjourned.
I just wanted to thank you for your chairmanship.
Yes,
and
thank you, Sharon.
congratulations on your last meeting.
Thank you.